Hey everyone, it's Tim. This is your Association of Unit Owners, faithful chair of the board, giving you an update on Monday the 25th at 11:35 in the morning. Just got off of a conference call with Charter Construction and J2 Engineering. We have that call, myself, the secretary, and any board members available. That call is recurring every Monday at 10. We're going to move it for Labor Day, but we do meet with them weekly. Also, as you should be aware, we had our board meeting a week ago already. I can't believe it. A week ago today on the 18th at 5:30, and I have those minutes open. If you see me looking up, that's what I'm looking at. Just wanted to give you a couple of updates. I changed my background picture because that's what Surf Tides looks like. No, not quite. But they are tearing us up pretty good. All the cement is gone off the decks. The railings are being snub cut, so they're getting ready to do those as well. There's ongoing discussions about taking down different siding at different times. We'll be peeling things back. You have a website which is really good. The Charter Construction website run by Lisa really gives you the day by day. This is happening this day at this time. This is happening that day at that time. So please dial into that if you haven't, or if you need to know anything. There's also a weekly update that's sent out as a PDF. It just came out. That kind of gives you what the week ahead looks like. So I would just say we're going full bore, hitting on all cylinders, front of the building, back of the building, underneath, etc. In a somewhat related manner, our engineer is dealing with is representing us on the lawsuit for the damage on the west side of the building, because as that becomes opened up, the other side, Ambience's lawyers need to take a look at it. So all of that is like we're paying people to do that. So I trust the engineer, I trust construction. The suit should not affect the pace of construction, and that's where I represented the association and said, there's nothing we're doing with this lawsuit that is going to slow down the pace at which we get that west side torn up and put back together, because we've got 50, 60 inches of rain coming starting sometime around November, December, January. So we're all aware we're racing the clock on that. I'm just taking up a look. You can see in the owners forum from the minutes, very well attended meeting. Really appreciate it. I think there were 20 different owners there in addition to the board. So our attendance at those has been going up. We stay on task. We run pretty quickly. I think we maintain somewhat of a sense of humor, maybe too much at times, but so we heard from owners, responded to them. The treasurer's report was a little more detailed. Again, you can see that in the minutes. We're getting the accounts set up so that you'll be able to look at it basically like a credit card balance. If you're financing this, you'll be able to log in, see what you owe, what you've paid, et cetera, et cetera. Those records are being set up. That's the trying to look at the name of that program, but Buildium. Yeah, Buildium is the program we're going to be using, and that'll be coming along. So at any rate, Lori's keeping an eye on stuff, and she did the usual treasurer's report. We spent this much for that much for this. I'm not sure if she mentioned it, but I will. There's going to be a little bit of bump in electricity because those machines, the jackhammers were electric jackhammers, and I could just hear the kilowatts going into the cement. But that's just an ancillary cost there that's going to come up. Kind of bouncing around a little bit. Anytime they change anything that's going to cost us any more on the contract, it's like an official process. It's reported on in writing, discussed with us on Monday. The only two adjustments on the table. One is we changed the brand of window that we're going to use on the pool house. It's going to be $5,000 or $6,000 more for the total number of windows in the pool house. We changed to Anderson, went with a more durable material. That's okay. We do have asbestos that we need to mitigate. It's in the mud and tape that was used to seal some of the drywall. So anytime we cut into a seam on the drywall, we have to deal with that. We have overly high bid. I won't shock everybody with numbers, but we got a bid that will go down. They're getting a second bid, and we're also making sure that we're real clear about the degree to which we need to cut into stuff. For example, all the windows we're going to be cutting into drywall. The sliding glass doors, we should not be cutting into drywall. So when the dust settles on that, so to speak, proverbially, cover your possessions. when the dust settles on that, I'll let you know if there's what it's going to cost us to mitigate the asbestos. It's nowhere near as high as it could be. So at any rate, we're looking at that. You have the manager's report, can show you what our management company is doing every month. Very busy, very efficient, dealt with some just the typical stuff, hot water issue, leak thing, drain pipe leak thing. We have an ongoing temperature control imbalance in between the hot water tanks and the holding tanks. That's all just the kind of stuff that management, please read the report if you're interested in what's going on the property. It's all extremely well documented there. And I'm always amazed on a monthly basis of how on earth did we ever run this place with a volunteer board? I have no idea. Emergency Management Committee, there's some concerns now. When you exit the property, uh, the only way you can exit is through the exit that you're going to have traffic blindly coming from your left. So be careful. Safety management's kind of dealing with that because we have a construction trailer blocking any other way off of the deck. The only way off is that way. So we're going to come up with some signage for that. That's being talked about. We're not doing much with landscaping. Communications committee has an opening if there's any web designers or people there that, people out there in our membership, our ownership that want to put a few hours into an overhaul on that. We would consider using a different platform than what we have. Talked to Randy about it. Um, the ambience project, I kind of updated you on that. That is progressing. Randy and I spent, I think it might even be in the minutes, we spent a couple of hours down in the records from just playing toss salad to get everything that we could about everything that's ever been done back there. That was an interesting little tour. You have 50 years worth of HOA records all in a closet. Um, some other stuff, talked about that. Let's see, the spa, I'm leaving, I'm staying out of that until we have some solutions. We have a committee that's formed. They're looking at what we have to put in. It sounds like a hot tub may not be an option. It's going to have to be something in ground. So we'll see. So that is being looked at. So you have Lauren from management is on that. Also, Nini, Susan, and Randy are the hot tub task force to come up with some solutions for what to do down there that won't cost us an arm and a leg. Um, that's going to remain on the agenda under unfinished business. Um, I mentioned the parking issues, called parking patrol, et cetera. We have had uh, some guests bring two cars for one unit and leave them on the deck overnight. So we're addressing how we can best control that. We'll work with the management company to do that. Parking is, as our secretary always says, parking, pets, and pool are the three P's of this association that are always coming up under discussion. So there's that. We have another meeting on September 15th at about 5:30. September 15th at 5:30. We do start on time. We do end on time. These are the meetings are capped at 2 hours, and we're able to go a little bit less. So. As always, reach out to myself or any of your board members if you have any questions or concerns about what's going on with the association, with the property, the management. Lauren is always available. She loves interacting with all of the owners about different issues. Keep track of the schedule as to when your unit is going to be accessed and when your deck and your window and your sliding glass door are going to be done. And we will soldier on. Can't believe it's almost Labor Day. Here goes the summer. Like, wow, that was quick, but we're going to turn that corner and keep this project and all things Surf Tides moving forward. Peace.